اللهم إني أستخيرك بعلمك وأستقدرك بقدرتك وأسألك من فضلك العظيم، فإنك تقدر ولا أقدر وتعلم ولا أعلم وأنت علام الغيوب. اللهم
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهدى إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We glorify His name. We also thank Him for how far He has brought us. Last week we did promise ourselves that we'll be talking about the yajib, that is the compulsory things which are upon a mukallaf. For those of us who doesn't know the meaning of a mukallaf is a person who is a very mature person, who is able to differentiate, or who has the intellect or the brain to differentiate between what is wrong and right, and his deeds are recorded for the Yawm al-Qiyamah, or for the judgment day. Now let's go. وَيَجِبُ عَلَيْهِ حِفْظُ لِسَانِهِ مِنَ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ. It is compulsory upon him to protect his tongue, lisani, his tongue, min al-fahsha'i wal-munkar, from fornicable words and from disowned word. Fornicable words are words which are not supposed to be said by your mouth, and munkar are words which are not supposed to be heard from your mouth. So they are kind of similar thing, but please let's know the difference. وَكَلَامِ كَبِيهِ, and also it is also compulsory upon him to protect his tongue from كَلَامِ كَبِيهِ, that is ugly words, words which are considered to be ugly in the society. As a mukallaf, you have to protect your tongue from it. وَأَيْمَانِ talaq, and the divorce of your iman, divorcing of your iman. Here the divorce of your iman is explained as swearing with other things. Allah said, if you swear apart from Him, that means you have gone out of what? Islam. By saying that, I swear if you don't do this, then my mother should die, or my leg should break, or this tree should fall down. You have divorced your faith and you are out of Islam. When you find yourself in those situations, you are out of what? Islam. You have to do another tawbah so that you come back to what? Islam. Wantihari Muslim. And also to put worry in your fellow Muslim, to put a kind of worry in your fellow Muslim. So seeing what you would put a worry in your fellow Muslim, it is also a kind of what? Sin upon a mukallaf. Or ihanatihi, and insulting your fellow Muslim. So insult in Islam is totally wrong. It's totally wrong and is countermand to punishment by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Yawm al-Qiyamah. May Allah protect us from all those kind of sins. Wasabbihi, and also seeing your fellow Muslim to be what? Insignificant, in a way that, let's say for example, if both of you are bringing an idea, and so far as soon as the person bring his idea, then you start to what do you say that, what do you know, what kind of thing can you use to help the company? You are considering the person a kind of what? Insignificant. And considering that person will feel very worried. And mind you, Allah says that you have to go and ask forgiveness from that person, because you are making the person very worried. The heart is being disturbed. And if you do that, it can also lead towards suicide. A person can commit suicide because of that thing. So Allah says that go back and go and ask forgiveness from that person. And if you don't want it to ask, then prepare that on the Yawm al-Qiyamah you use your blessing to pay that person. May Allah protect us. May Allah give us the vim or the faith to go back to people whom we have offended, so that we can ask forgiveness from them. وَتَخْوِيفِهِ, and also the takhwifi is from a word khawf, that is fear, and also putting fear in your word for your Muslim. في غير حق الشرعية, if only he doesn't disobey any of the good sharia, if he doesn't disobey it, or he hasn't gone aside with any of the good sharia. So apart from that, you have to protect all your tongue from all those things. You know, all these things are just classified as what? A kind of gossip and slander. A kind of gossip and slander. And the Prophet warned us more about the tongue, the sin of the tongue. The sin of the tongue. The major, it's also part of the major sins. The tongue commits also a major sin. You know that the tongue, Allah says in the Quran that أَيُحِبُّ أَنْ يَأْكُلَ لَحْمَ أَخِيهِ فَكَرِهْتُمُوهُ, we would like to eat the flesh of your brother Muslim, the dead flesh of your brother Muslim. You wouldn't like it. فَكَرِهْتُمُوهُ, you wouldn't like it. And that sin applied. Allah is trying to tell us that whenever you do that, talk about something which is all either right or wrong, that a person doesn't want you to say about him, then you are backbiting. That means you are chewing the person's meat. And Allah said, wouldn't like that. But if Allah's mind you and you go back to do it again, or you go back, you disqualify it, you don't consider it to be anything, then you continue to gossip, backbite, slander, and all sorts of things about people, then prepare for Allah punishment and the Yawm Qiyam. We all have to protect our tongue. This is our tongue. We have to protect it from all kind of harmful words. From all kind of, the words that come out from your mouth describes you. So a person can see you walking, he doesn't know your character, but you're dressing shoes. But as soon as you start to talk, then the person will begin to know the kind of person that you are. So your tongue and your talk, what comes out from your mouth, describes you. And this is one of the problems that is killing our fellow Muslims and youth. People be just talking shady, wallahi, kind of swearing, insults, and all sorts of harmful words. So whenever you start to talk, they say, hey, you are a Muslim. Hey, you are a Muslim. Because of how do they know? Because of how we talk. And some people will go on to that you are from Zongo. Seriously. You know that you are from Zongo. The rules of Dawah is saying that you have to you have to use yourself as an example. One day a man saw me and he asked me, I was wearing a short thing in the house. Then he asked me for direction. Well, I showed him, and he asked me that which church do I attend. And I said I'm a Muslim. And he said, he said, am I trying to deny Jesus Christ or what? I said, no, I'm a Muslim. Then he couldn't believe. Then, fortunately, I was having a script or kind of book with me, Islamic book, and I showed it to him that this book that I'm reading now. So I told him that this is the book that I'm reading, so I use it as a proof. And he said to me that I don't look like a Muslim. The way I talk, I don't look like a Muslim. So I have to go and seek guidance from Jesus Christ, that I don't resemble a Muslim. See, so that means that it is only Christians whom are good. It is only Christians whom has a good sign or a good character or all good words. All the good words comes from Christians' mouth. So when you start to talk and they know that your thoughts and speech are good, then they consider you as a Christian. Why a Christian? Because our Muslim youth, the words that come out from your mouth are kind of harmful and disowned, ugly words, especially Azongo areas. So as a Muslim, you have to protect your tongue from all those words. We the Muslim, we're supposed to give or have that quality. But why are they giving it to? But why are they giving it to the Christians? We suppose as a Muslim, we're supposed to have those qualities. Why? Because our books contains those qualities. The Quran contains those quality. The Hadith contains those quality. The Sunnah contains those quality. And all the books of Islam contains all those qualities. But why? We just learn and throw it away. We just learn for learning sake. We just learn without any practice. May Allah grant us that guidance. And I wish and pray heartfully that whoever hears this will stop all these characters. Stop all these characters. May Allah grant us understanding more. ويجب عليه حفظ بصره عن النظرة إلى الحرام, and it also compulsory upon him to protect his basar, his tongue or mouth, and in nazarat ila al-haram, from words which are haram. Astaghfirullah, to say وَيَجِبُ عَلَيْهِ حِفْظُ بَصَرَ عَنِ النَّظَرَةِ إِلَيْهِ. It is also compulsory upon him to protect nazara, to protect basara, his eyes, and in nazarat ila al-haram, from all sides which are what? Haram. So all sides or all kind of looks which are haram, as a Muslim and as a mukallaf, of course, you have to protect your eyes from those kind of sights. ولا يحل له أن ينظر إلى المسلم ولا يحل له أن ينظر إلى المسلم بنظرة تخزي, and it's also not permissible upon him and ينظر to look or to sight إلى المسلم, a Muslim بنظرة تخزي, from a sight which will make or which you put a kind of fear in that person. So you looking at a person in such a way that will put fear in that fellow Muslim, then it is not allowed in Islam. In other ways, to size someone, as you size someone, to look at a person in such a way, in a lieutenant's eye, such a way that will make the person feel very worried. Islam is condemning us of that behavior, and it is mostly found with girls. So if you are a female, try as much as possible to stop those behavior, inshallah. Illa an yakuna fasika, unless that person is a wrongdoer. If that person is a wrongdoer, you can size that person to let him notify that the behavior that he is undergoing is not good. You have to size him so that it will remind him that what he is doing or what he has been doing is not good. But apart from it, any sizing out of jealous or out of something that you say you're Muslim, it is totally condemned by Islam, and you'll be answerable for it in the Yawm al-Qiyamah. فَيَجِبُ هِجْرَانُهُ, and it is also compulsory for you to do away from that person, that fasiqah. You have to do away, you have to protect yourself from that person. As at your best. ويجب عليه حفظ جميع. It is also compulsory upon him to protect جميع جوارحه, all the جميع of his body part, all of his body part mastata'atum, at his best. So ويجب عليه حفظ جميع جوارحه mastata'atum. So it is compulsory upon him to protect all his body parts, not only the eye or the mouth, but all his body parts, the hands, the legs, and all the body parts. You have to protect it from all kind of things. Mastata'atum, at your best. Didn't say you should protect your body part too, but you should protect it at your best. That is what Imam Akhdari is telling us. So from this context to also length of the thing that we must protect our eyes from bad gaze and all sorts of things. So these are the two majority sins that we normally found in this era of our time. These are the two majority sins that we found ourselves in this time of our era. Words or bad words coming out from our mouth, and gazing or citing things which are haram. Nowadays, the Prophet reminds us that there is an era which is coming in which women will dress naked without seeing that they are naked. Women will advertise themselves. And that is the era that we are in. You can't come out by saying that, oh, you not look at half-naked person or semi-naked person. That one is you are lying. But they are all around. At your doorsteps, you see some. So Allah is telling us that He knows of it. But mind you, the first gaze He is going to forgive you. But the second gaze that you go back to gaze at, then that is where you attract sins. You come out, let's say you come out, and unfortunately your eyes fall or felt in a semi-naked girl or half-naked girl. Then you remove your eyes. Allah said He has forgiven you. But as you have removed your eye and you twist your eye back to the girl again, then that is where your sins start to count. So we have to be, as the men or the guys, you have to be mindful of how we gaze, how we look. The first look is unknowingly, but mind you, when you turn back to look again, it is also a sin, especially when you give comments. Especially when you give comment. Well, it is very, very serious. You are sitting with your friends, not like your friends, your neighborhood friends. Then a guy will come and pass. Then they will be like, look at the bat. See all these things. You have looked at it the first and the second time, you are giving comments on it. Imagine the kind of sins that you are going to attract. And the ladies to the Prophet warn us. The Prophet warned us about our dressing. The Prophet said that, remind you that whenever you dress half naked and a person look at you, the sins that the person will get, you share part of it. So imagine that you dressed naked and you came out to buy something. So imagine the number of men that will gaze at you and thought something, and that thought will bring a sin. Imagine the percentage that you are going to share. You going and coming back. Count the number of sins that you attract. And the Prophet also said that any dress that you put on that will draw your body shape, it is totally what? Haram. It is totally haram. So that one is haram. Plus, when you come out, the number of men who will gaze you and fear a luster, you also share the percentage of that sin. So imagine the kind of sin that you attract for coming out. Well, that is why the Prophet said he saw a lot of women in hellfire. Why? Because of their tank, because of their body. They are advertising themselves without any reason. Why are you advertising yourself? Are you a product? Are you a product? And mostly too, surprisingly too, most of them are Muslim. When you ask them, Aisha, Amina, all these kind of things. So sometimes you feel very ashamed of you calling yourself a Muslim. When I was like, but it's truly a fact. Truly a fact. So we have to consider ourselves as a female, consider ourselves as a matured people, and dress a mature way. May Allah grant us more understanding. May Allah grant us way to the right path. Whatever we have said contrary to the text, may Allah forgive us, and whatever we have said right to the text, may Allah grant us more understanding and more light on it. We end here. In our next meeting, we will talk of more of the wajib or the halal things upon a mukallaf. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.